Hey, what's up guys? We're back again with a new meta log bait deck that the number 287 player in the world is using to spam and slam towers with. After Rocket got a massive nerf, log bait players can't spell cycle anymore. So instead, this deck relies on 4 win conditions. Goblin barrels and wall breakers with a quick card cycle of 2.8 elixir will outpace your opponent's small spells, especially if they waste their spells on the annoying firecrackers and goblins that are constantly coming at them. And the goldenite chain will put your opponents in pain. While the firecracker bounces back so your opponent can't ever attack, the goldenite dashes forward, leaps onto towers, and leaves your opponent wondering, why is this bait deck so broken? It's awesome to see a new meta log bait deck emerge after the standard one got nerfed to the ground. If you don't have goldenite, use knight instead. It's time to assert dominance with a new meta log bait. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of the daily videos. Lots of love to everyone that's using creator code SirTag to make all of the daily videos possible. Jumping into this one, we're gonna go for wall breakers and we'll see what's cooking. Definitely do not want to be dropping too much elixir at the start because you never know what your opponent could have. He's going to go in for skeleton dragons, so I think it might be a lava hound deck just after seeing that one card because no other deck in the game really has skeleton dragons. I'm going to go for goblins here off to the side to try to get some damage, and immediately he showcases the lava hound. So typically when you play against a lava hound deck, what you want to do is you want to calibrate all of your spam on the left-hand side away from the lava hound. And be like, okay, if you arrows my firecracker, then you have to deal with my wall breakers. You have to deal with my goldenite. Meanwhile, we should be able to melt the lava hound with the inferno tower, and you don't have much elixir to support the lava hound. So he loses the lava hound here. We can go and catch his miner with goblins because they're always going to drop it in the back, and then we can ice spirit on top of all of his other stuff. Wow, that worked out way better than I thought. I thought he was going to zap on top of the inferno tower too. I was gearing up for my ice spirit on top of his flying machine to stop it for a little bit, and it didn't even need it to be dropped. I could just drop the ice spirit on top of the lava hound pups and limit the amount of damage that he got there. So as you guys can see, we were already back to firecracker if we needed to go and drop it if he spammed more anti-air spam. So it's just important for us to always have the right card cycle your firecracker early so you can get back to another one, spamming the other side, and rely on your inferno tower to stop the lava hound. Also, I think that you guys probably noticed this, but I didn't drop my goldenite ability because I wanted to make sure that I conserved as much elixir as I possibly could. So we're going to go for a log here, and then I'm going to go for wall breakers, and then I'm going to try to go for a really high inferno tower because he's going to be so focused on defending against the goldenite and the wall breakers. The inferno tower will be able to melt the lava hound before it even crosses the river. So then the lava hound has to make sure that the lava pups have to transgress all across that territory to reach my tower. He just left the game. He just doesn't want to play anymore. He's so tilted. So if you guys had any worries about how does this deck work against lava hound players, you just saw this guy left the game because he simply didn't want to play against the matchup. Even if he's got arrows and miner to assassinate my firecracker, we cycle so many firecrackers that he can't hope to keep up.
A few firecrackers later.
A juicy 3 crown to start off the day is the best type of way. Let's bounce on next one. After utterly annihilating that lava hound player, we're 7,600 in the world. Yo, this guy finished 411 in the world. So let's see if he's a real boss. I'm gonna go in for goblins here, and we want to go and fire that tower. We want to set a blaze to that thing. So I got to go for my firecracker and try to get some nice damage. Whenever we see zappies, I'm expecting it to be either a Royal Giant deck or maybe a Graveyard deck. But when we see Electro Spirit, it's likely going to be Royal Giant. There aren't too many Graveyard decks that have Electro Spirit because that's a free King Tower activation. Wait, it's Rail Recruits? Dude, I haven't seen this in a long time. Okay, so good stuff for us being able to splash onto his tower as well with the firecracker. But I don't know how many extra shots we're able to get. Oh, we got quite a bit. That's nice. All right, we're going to log on top of the rail recruit so we don't take that much damage to the left-hand side. And then immediately we're going to go in for goblins so the fisherman yoinks onto that instead of point anything of value. Don't want that to hit my tower too hard. I'm going to split my wall breakers here, and I'm going to go in for a goblin barrel as well, just to make sure that maybe he goes in for a bar barrel on top of the wall breakers and then doesn't have it for the goblin barrel. Sometimes people do that and they try to like hot potato their spells really quickly. Unfortunately, he wasn't one of those dudes. We're going to log that. Wow, was that satisfying? That's like top 10 most satisfying things. Being able to go in for a firecracker to log and immediately ransack something. All right, we're going to go and drop our goldenite dash so then we can get one extra shot. I think I want to go in for wall breakers here on the E-barb because it should be able to pull it back and then minimize the amount of value that he's going to get, right? Because it still splashes onto the tower. And then, oh my gosh. Oh no, this is tragic. I have to go Ice Spirit. Otherwise, the E-barb is going to come up clutch. Okay. We were able to stop it, but that was super scary. All right, we're not able to do any damage with these goblins really, but we are in a position where we figured out that our dude likely ends up having a Royal Recruits deck without many spells. So I'm going to go in for a firecracker in the back and try to take advantage of that. Firecracker, splash onto his stuff. Okay, we're going to go in for a log here and then try to disrupt the fisherman. And then I'm going to go in for a goldenite dash. What the heck? How did that hit the archers in the middle too? That's crazy. I'm going to go in for a goblin barrel here with the wall breakers. And if the firecracker stays alive, we might be able to splash onto the tower through the elite barbarians. That's nice. We can go for a log as well, just to add insult to injury, get a little bit more love, a little bit more damage. Nice stuff. We can go in for an ice spirit here as well, just to be able to clean everything. Oh my gosh. Wait, firecracker does way more damage than I thought. I didn't expect that to work so well. All right, we're going to go in for the goldenite dash just to be able to kill the fisherman. Wait, the firecracker should be able to like 2-tap those. Oh, it didn't even get a shot. That's crazy. I thought we'd be able to get a little bit more than that. I thought we were going to get a little bit more love. If we can go in for goblins plus ice spirit, we should be able to clean up the right stuff. And then the left side isn't going to do too much damage because we can go in for wall breakers and make sure that you only get one recruit on top of our firecrackers. Okay, so because he has no great answer to the firecracker besides using a fisherman, I can go in for a goldenite here, click the dash, and then dash onto his tower. Wait, that was awesome. That worked exactly as planned. He pulled it too close to the tower. He flew too close to the sun. And now I think he might be done. Oh my gosh, that was incredible. The fisherman yoinked the goldenite right towards the tower so we could get the dash. I'm going to go in for another goldenite here, and then we can maybe go in for wall breakers. Because it seems like he has to go elite barbarians. We can use the best of our advantage right now and go in for the goldenite dash. Oh my gosh. How did that not go towards the tower? I felt like out of all the situations, that would be the one time it would. But whatever. We got so many great goldenite dashes earlier that it doesn't matter. After rampaging through Royale recruits, we're at 4,700 in the world. Let's go. This guy's got a Mega Knight banner, so we'll see what he's up to. Definitely want to go in for our wall breakers early on to kick it open. And maybe we can open up an opportunity to get some tower damage. Okay, so he's going to go for a Bandito. Wait, that wall breaker on the right-hand side is going to give us some damage. That's pretty good. We can go for an Ice Spirit here. And please, Mr. Mega Knight, drop your Mega Knight in the back. Yo, let's get it. That's what I wanted. I mean, I wanted a Mega Knight, but getting a Prince and getting that in the back is pretty good. That is very nice. We'll go in for the goldenite dash, and then hopefully it doesn't dash towards the miner. Maybe it can just nullify the Prince and make me feel very happy and satisfied about our situation. Okay, it's getting slightly worse for me. He's going to go for arrows. Maybe we can go for wall breakers here because the Prince is going to be out of cycle. The arrows are out of cycle. He's going to go for his own wall breakers. Bro, that is not the play that you wanted. That is incredible for us. So here's the thing. The wall breakers got countered for a measly 2 elixir, so it's an even trade. However, I over-allocated elixir on offense. I am up damage, but I don't have any direct source of damage, right? Like, I have to get damage with wall breakers, firecracker, or a goblin barrel. I don't have miner to directly knock that tower down, so it could be difficult as this game progresses. I want to go in for the goldenite dash so we can nullify the Prince's charge. Nice. 169 HP for the memes. If we go for a firecracker here, I kind of need to be able to defend this, so it's not going to be easy, but I'm going to try. Ice Spirit, jump on everything. Yo, let's get it. That was actually awesome. We can go in for the wall breakers here and hopefully activate King Tower. Yes! That's what I'm talking about. Perfect defense right now. And that was on the spot. I've never done that before. I just wanted to see, like, hey, is it possible? Because if I lose my tower on the right-hand side, I'd be screwed. So I'm in a pretty good spot. Obviously, I still haven't been able to completely take out the tower, but we know that he only has arrows as his only answer, right? Like, you've got to arrow the goblin barrel, but you used your arrows on offense to kill my firecracker. So when we use logic, you're not going to get back to that. It takes 4 cards, man. And I think this man is definitely dead. With 56 seconds remaining, us taking a tower, all we have to do is defend this Mega Knight push, and that should be simple.
A few dominance is asserted later.
When you have King Tower activated with Inferno Tower and Firecracker against a Mega Knight Bridge Spammer, they will never break through. His Mega Knight was miserable, getting frozen by the Ice Spirit while the Inferno Tower melted him. After beating Mega Knight, we've jumped up to 4,100 in the world. And that Electro Giant player was one of the top players in the world with an over 8,000 trophies personal best and finishing top 659. Yo, we got a game here. So first things first, we're just going to see what's up. Go for a wall breakers in the middle because we don't have miner. Usually I like dropping my wall breakers in the far back and then minoring on whatever range card they try to snipe my wall breakers with. But since, I don't have that ability, I'm just going to drop my wall breakers in the middle, beat out a tombstone, get a +1 elixir trade, and feel really confident about our position. With the tombstone out of cycle, I'm expecting my opponent to have to drop a small spell on the goblin barrel. And when he does that, the firecracker is going to come through, and it is going to be unstoppable. Look at the firecracker already popping off. Okay, so my opponent's going to go in for a miner. We can go in protect our firecracker with ice spirit and then goblins. And then he's going to go in for arrows, which is totally fine for me. I think we want to go in for wall breakers to go and kite everything back and then be back to another firecracker here. So as you guys notice, the firecracker is going to be able to clean up the majority of our dude's stuff. And I dropped my wall breakers at the perfect timing. Then I could go and kite back the Skeleton King without the Skeleton King getting a shot on top of the wall breakers. That's what you want to do if you want to play this deck as optimally as possible. Even though he was able to arrow on our very first firecracker, we got back to a second one, and that was the one that gave us the value. So, whoa, wait, it fired fast enough to hit the skeleton dragons again? Yo, that's a joke, right? That's crazy. So I'm going to generally try to go on the other side of my opponent, because if I'm able to do that, then we want to get his tombstone out of cycle with our first wall breakers, then go for goldenite and then goblins. Please tombstone that. Really? Oh, I hate when people do that. Sometimes Lava Hound players are just built different and they refuse to respond to anything. So I'm going to go for a firecracker here. I should be okay. I expect him to arrows that. If not, then I would be a little bit surprised. We can also go in for an Inferno Tower on top of everything. I would optimally like to hit the Skeleton King first, but I think I can hit the Fly Machine as well. So that's not terrible for us. Whoa, we kept the firecracker alive. Oh my gosh, that's a joke, right? No! Firecracker! Dude, I literally just lost the game because of that. No way. I mean, there's still a chance, but that was horrible for me, man. I can't believe it did me that dirty.
A few moments later.
Yeah, as I said before, we're barely going to walk away with a loss there, simply because my firecracker whiffed the fly machine. Such a memey way of losing the game, but what can you do? Sometimes, you know, the interactions just don't go your way. We'll bounce our next game, play better there, and bounce back. We got a game against another top ladder player. The homie finished like 400 and 600 in the world, so we have our work cut out for ourselves. I'm gonna go for goblins here and see what he's cooking. Maybe we can get some nice damage, or I guess we can go and bait out the barb barrel, which is a really good thing for us to bait out because, you know, we've got double win conditions that really like not having spells in cycle. So we're gonna go for wall breakers and goblin barrel and test our luck and see what's up. He probably activates King Tower with the tornado, and that's exactly what happens. Okay, firecracker, splash onto the tower, please. Thank you for listening to me. I appreciate that. I respect that, you know? I appreciate you giving me some value up in here. We're definitely playing against Electro Giant. You guys didn't know you can fully counter a Phoenix with just an Ice Spirit. It's a very nice strategy because it's only one elixir, and then the Phoenix doesn't even like plop down near your tower. The death damage doesn't do anything, so it's a great vibe. We're gonna go and click to dash. I think it does lock onto the tower. Okay, never mind. As you guys can see, I do not play the Golden Boy that much. That's probably why I'm mesmerized by all the interactions that you guys are like,
Ah, no, he always does those overpowered dashes, Jake.
okay, we got to go for goblins here. He's not going to be able to get back to another dash, fortunately for us. Do we want to go in for an Ice Spear? I think he's going to barb barrel this anyway, so I don't want to overspend to defend. Wait, he's going to go for a Phoenix into goblins? That's awesome, because he's going to die to an Inferno Tower.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
That Inferno Tower value, though. Heating up the Heated Bird, destroying the Electro Giant. It's got all types of value up in here. Let's go, baby. All right, so I'm going to go in for split wall breakers and then go in for another goblin barrel here and then get him to barb barrel and then firecracker. Oh, no, he's not going to barb barrel, is he? Oh, he did. Let's go, baby. That's so much damage. I'm annoying. I realized that. It's a 3-for-3 trade, but I also got some hits on the tower. So it's a good trade overall because the tornado doesn't give him any counter push. And the barb barrel, you know, it's just dead. So what do we do? Do we always go opposite side of the Electro Giant player? I think that's the best way to play this matchup. And it's not going to be the easiest matchup in the world just because I think this guy is actually going to be good at the game. Here's the thing, though. If he doesn't have Barb Barrel and he doesn't have Golden Knight in cycle, how does he defend this? Asking for a friend. All right, so yeah, the Golden Knight dashes onto your tower. It's tanking for the goblins. Nice. Wait, so if you guys didn't know this, always drop your goblins behind the Golden Knight so it only hits one of the goblins. That's a pro tip and tactic that you guys might not have known. The Golden Knight only hit one goblin because of my pristine placements. And that's a pro play that all the pros use. That's why they run goblins. Golden Knight doesn't do so well into goblins, if you know that placement. If you don't know that placement, your life is going to be miserable. All right, we're going to try to go in for another goblin barrel here, and then we should be able to get back to a log, and then go in for an Inferno Tower, and then goblins. And I think I'm okay. Maybe we're not okay, but I hope we're okay. I just want to be okay, okay? All right, we're going to do this. That was a great play on his end, but he actually messed up. Huh. I thought it was better than it was. All right, we can log here. He is going to use his tornado earlier. I think he's going to get back to another dash, so I need to go goblins behind again. A little bit sketchy, but it is what it is. We're still winning the game. I mean, we are playing against the top 400 player in the world with the best Electro Giant deck in the game, so Still a little bit sketchy and scary, but we can make it happen, I believe. We're going to go in for a goblin barrel off to the side. Maybe he's going to miss. He's actually going to have earthquake instead of lightning, which is significantly worse for me. I'm going to go for a log, so I am able to kill the phoenix egg and then do some extra damage. And then we'll see what he decides to do. This is one of those situations that I know he's going to go in for a golden knight on top of my golden knight. So I will wait for that to happen. Wait. What if I go golden knight now? Because you just use your bar barrel. This could be okay. You're going to be able to dash onto the majority of the goblins, but not all of them. And then we can go for another firecracker. One of the wall breakers might connect. A little bit lame that it didn't work out, but it's all good. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes it don't work the way you want. Sometimes it don't be that way. All right, we're just going to go in for this, and then we can log on top of the phoenix egg. That would have been really nice if it worked. Wait, we're still able to pull back the phoenix, so it's not that bad for me. We're going to go for another goblin barrel. We're going to get him to go in for a cannon, which is not the trade that he wants. Wait, pretty sure we can go golden knight, dash on top of the cannon, and hit the tower. Right? Yeah. I don't know why he did that placement. I'm genuinely wondering why a top 400 player in the world did not know that that was going to happen. Okay, we're going to go in for another set of goblins here. Make sure that we pull back the golden knight. Ice spirit here. Going for a goblin barrel again. Cycle back to another inferno tower. And then hopefully kill his golden knight with our own golden knight. Oh my gosh. See, I was flaming him for that, and now I got flamed. That's so annoying. This card is obnoxious. Different level of dominance sometimes with that thing. All right, so he's not able to do enough damage on the other side. If we can go in for a goblin barrel here and then just kill the phoenix. Oh my gosh. I didn't know if it was going to die. I didn't know if my firecracker was going to hit it in time, but it looked like it was going to, so that's good. All right, we're going to go in for a really high golden knight. He's going to go for a near earthquake up in here. With the golden knight out of cycle, I think he has to go for a bar barrel on top of the firecrackers. And if he doesn't firecracker bar barrel, then we can go in for a goblin barrel, right? Yeah, that's exactly what we wanted. So we've got 3 firecrackers on the map, and I think we are cracking down on his towers. GG and well played and peace out. You're a very good player. I'm glad to beat you. The tip of the match is if you guys didn't know that goblin trick against Golden Knight, you will lose this matchup every single time. Always going opposite lane of the big electro giant pushes worked out wonderfully for us. Because after he defended, he wasn't able to get counter pushed in the lane that he wanted to work towards. And after destroying the electro giant, bro, you already know that puts us at 3,600 in the world. You got to appreciate the new update to bait. With a ton of spam, it gives every opponent a ton to hate. Like, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an incredible rest of your day.